All right, let's dive in. Today, we're demystifying the world of mobile app analytics. We're going to break down exactly how you can use data to turn your app from just an idea into a really successful business. So, picture this. You've done all the hard work. You've built your app, you've launched it, it's out there on the app stores for the whole world to see. And then that big question hits, right? Now what? How do you even know if people are using it or if it's doing what you hoped it would? You know, the honest truth is, without data, you're basically just guessing. You're making these huge decisions based on gut feelings, hoping you're pointed in the right direction. It is literally like trying to fly a jumbo jet in a thunderstorm with no instruments on the dashboard. You're just flying blind. So let's talk about the real dangers of operating this way. What actually happens when your app is left completely in the dark, with no data to guide it? Well, the risks are pretty serious, and they're all connected. If you don't know where your users are getting stuck or frustrated, they're just gonna leave. If you don't know which of your marketing efforts are actually bringing in good users, you're just burning cash. And maybe worst of all, you could spend months of your life building this amazing new feature that, it turns out, nobody wanted in the first place. Okay, but it's not all doom and gloom. There is a solution here. Let's talk about the tool that acts like a guiding light, the thing that flips the switch so you can see exactly where you're going. At its heart, this is what we're talking about. Mobile app analytics isn't just about counting how many times your app has been downloaded. No, it's a real process. It's about looking at every single tap, every swipe, every purchase, and turning all of those user interactions into a clear roadmap that tells you what to do next. And that's why this is so critical. Good analytics helps you figure out why people stick around, so you can do more of that. It lets you replace "I think" with "I know." It helps you make sure every dollar you spend on marketing is working hard for you. And all of that leads to a better product, happier users, and of course, a healthier bottom line. Okay, so we get it. We need data. But what data are we actually talking about? Let's get into the specifics, the key numbers that really tell the story of your app's health. Think of these metrics as the heartbeat of your app. Your daily, weekly, and monthly active users show you how many people are consistently coming back. Because, a healthy app doesn't just get downloaded once, it gets used over and over again. And here, you can see the two sides of the same coin. Your retention rate tells you what percentage of your users are sticking around, and your churn rate? That's the percentage who decide to leave. Your job is simple, really. Make that retention slice bigger and the churn slice smaller. That's the game. Next up, a super important business metric, user acquisition cost, or UAC. This answers a really simple but totally crucial question. How much money does it cost us to get one brand new user to install our app? This is one half of a really important equation. And on the other side of that coin, you've got lifetime value, or LTV. This answers the next logical question. Okay, once we have that user, how much are they actually worth to us over their entire time using the app? So when you put those two together, you get the absolute core equation for a healthy app business. For your business to be sustainable, the value a user brings in, the LTV, has to be higher than what it costs you to get them, the UAC. It's that simple. If LTV is greater than UAC, you're on the right track. All right, we know what to measure. Now let's talk about the how. This section is all about the different ways we can analyze the data and the tools that help us do it. See, analytics isn't just one thing. It's more like a journey of understanding. Let's use an example. Say your user signups are down. Descriptive analytics is the first step. It just tells you what happened. Hey, we got 10% fewer signups this week. Then, diagnostic digs deeper to find out why. It looks like that drop happened right after our latest app update. Predictive looks to the future. Okay, if this keeps up, we're going to miss our quarterly target. And finally, the most advanced level, proscriptive, tells you what to do. We need to fix the sign-up bug in that update, like right now. And the good news is, you don't have to build all this stuff from scratch. There are some incredible tools out there to help. Some, like Firebase, are fantastic all-in-one platforms, especially for startups. Others are really specialized. So AppsFlyer is a marketer's best friend, while something like UXCam is amazing for designers because it gives you actual screen recordings to see exactly what your users are doing. It's all about picking the right tool for the job. Okay, let's shift gears to something that is, well, it might be the most important topic in this entire conversation, because when you collect data, you have a massive responsibility to protect your users' privacy and earn their trust. This quote right here, it perfectly captures the modern, ethical way to think about data. The goal is not to be Big Brother and collect everything you possibly can. The goal is to collect just enough meaningful data to actually solve your users' problems and make their experience better. It's about quality, not quantity, always.
And make no mistake, this isn't just a nice philosophical idea. It is the law. With major regulations all over the world, like GDPR in Europe and CCPA in California, data privacy is absolutely not negotiable. This is a legal requirement you have to follow.
So what does doing it right actually look like? Well, the best practices are pretty clear. Be transparent about what you're collecting. Only collect what you absolutely need. Get clear permission from your users. Protect their personal information. And always give them control over their own data. This isn't just about avoiding fines. It's about building a brand that people actually trust.
So in the end, that's what this all comes down to. Every tap, every session, every user, it's all part of a larger story that your app is trying to tell you. A story about what's working, what's broken, and where your biggest opportunities are hiding. So the only question left is, are you ready to listen?